This was my attempt at testing out an adventure bike before I buy it because मैं एक स्पोर्ट्स बाइक चलाने वाला लड़का हूँ. मैंने कभी एडवेंचर बाइक ओन नहीं की है. However, I got married recently and sports bike पे you can't really do with your wife. That's why, friends, I decided that I'm going to buy the new Adventure 390 2025. However, I have not really gone long distance on an adventure bike. I wanted to make sure the bike is good. I'm able to sit on it comfortably. So I rented another KTM adventure bike, which you will see soon. Now here you see me removing the standard Adventure 250, KTM Adventure 250, which some people might be thinking, hey, अगर तुम्हें 390 लेनी है, then why not rent the 390? The thing is, I did not want to rent the bike for the power. I already have a 390. I know what the power is. I wanted to make sure, will I enjoy an adventure bike? Will I be able to land my feet on both sides? क्योंकि अगर मेरी हाइट छोटी हुई तो मेरी पैर दोनों साइड की बाइक्स में नहीं लगेंगे. Well, मेरे पैर लग गए, but we still had a long journey ahead of me, and I wanted to make sure that I will like the bike.
हेलो हेलो हेलो.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
एक मिनट दिखा देता हूँ आपको. बिल्कुल मैं दिखाया और
भाई
पानी की
मेरे को
बोतल
अभी
भी
याद
है,
आया,
देखना. मैं
मुझे अभी सडन रियलाइज़ हुआ मैं पैसे लाना भूल गया.
अच्छा. अरे मैं भी एकदम दो कैश निकाला था मैंने. बाकी ऑनलाइन ही मंगाऊंगा.
नहीं, ऑनलाइन है मेरे पास.
हाँ.
मैं ऑनलाइन करना चाहता नहीं था, मैं कैश ही यूज़ करना चाहता था, बट अब ऑनलाइन करना पड़ेगा. हाँ,
चलिए.
इसमें कनेक्ट होगा थोड़ा सा हाईवे पे जाके फिर. बैग ये क्यों लाया?
क्या?
इतना बड़ा बैग क्यों लाया?
छोटू सा तो है.
छोटू सा नहीं है, ये है छोटू सा जो मैं पहनता हूँ. ये इसमें नहीं घुसेगा.
क्या चाहिए आपको?
हाँ
क्या लें?
हाँ,
वायर ना.
अभी नहीं, बाद में.
ठीक है तो फिर बंद कर दो.
हाँ, बंद कर दे. एक एनर्जी ड्रिंक का स्टॉप लेंगे तब चार्जिंग पे डाल दूँगा. But I personally think the maneuverability is better than the Himalayan. 50 to 60% better
हाँ.
because हल्की है ना.
यार
उसका फर्क पड़ जाता है काफ़ी.
बारिश बारिश
अरे भाई सही में यार, बारिश नहीं पड़नी चाहिए. मैं रेन लाइनर वगैरह कुछ नहीं लाया.
मैं पूछूं. अरे आ गया ना मेरा दिमाग खराब.
अब वो लाइक सर्दियाँ हैं, बारिश तो पड़ेगी ही नहीं. सडनली रेन.
यार वो लगा भी वही रहा है ना जो बारिश से बचाने के लिए लगाते हैं. लेट मी जस्ट सी. लेट मी जस्ट सी. मोहाली 12 डिग्री. एसएस नगर. वो नहीं. अरे यार मेरा वाला लोकेशन दिखा यार. ओए किया.
देखना आगे वाला वो कहाँ है. आगे वाला वो हवा भरने वाला आगे पीछे करूँ भाई?
पीछे करो. पीछे बस.
So as you can see, previous videos में yes, मैं पैसे भूल गया. I forgot cash. You can even see the start of the video. I did not collect cash. And बारिश हो गई थी. इस वीडियो में यू कैन सी कि मेरी फ्रंट वाइजर पे पानी जमा हो गया है. हम हवा भराने रुके थे. आई डिडंट रिकॉर्ड दैट, बट वो एयर पंप काम नहीं कर रहा था. हवा भराने की जगह बाइक से हवा निकल गई. सो वी हैड टू फाइंड अनदर पेट्रोल पंप जहाँ पे वी कुड फिल एयर. And that took some time, but we were able to find successfully and then continue on with our journey and finally reach Murthal with a stop in the between. We were going to Guardian. Gears are here actually, not Guardian. Gears are here in Murthal. It's a great store. I would recommend you all to visit. And then there was a secret visit as well.
हाँ,
कैमरा लगा.
हाँ?
नो 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 नो.
So now let's talk about what I liked about the bike on the highway. 250 engine, I believe the Duke has the same engine. The engine is very smooth. It doesn't have the punch of the 390, but then of course it will not. The delivery, the power delivery of this engine is rather smooth. I feel that it is more smooth, not as pushy or jerky as the 200 or 390s. And one very important thing, मेरे दोनों साइड पे पैर लग गए. How great's that? That means I can buy this bike. I believe this bike seat is about 850, around 850, 855, so it's higher than the Himalayan. I couldn't flat foot the bike on both sides, of course, but I was able to put my feet down, tip it over, or half of my foot, if that counts. And I enjoyed the bike. Seating position is not as comfortable because the foot pegs are still not in the front. It's rather towards the back or straight, so तुम्हारे घुटने आगे से अभी भी bend होंगे, which means थोड़े time के बाद you do feel a bit of a pain in your tailbone, which means I do have to stand from time to time. It is still better than a sports bike, however, so I will give it that. I'll give the bike that. I'll give it credit where it's due. And then we reach our destination.
So boys, we have arrived here at DSR here. हमारी राइड यहीं तक थी. But if मन किया, then I might go to Delhi also. We might go to Delhi. But let's see. We're not sure. All depends on our mood. Now I'll go in and we'll see some things.
And yes, as you can guess, and if you recognize the bridge that is about to come, हम दिल्ली गए. Now, the person sitting behind me, Harshit, he selected some things from the shop which he liked, and he also selected those and said, he told me, he's like, Yohan Bhaiya, let's go to Delhi. There is an amazing pre-owned riding gear store in Delhi as well, and let's check that out. I want to check it out. And I was like, nahi, Delhi बहुत दूर है, हम नहीं जा सकते. Let's go back. And I checked it on Google Maps, and there and then दिल्ली ही नहीं, but that exact store was just 50 kilometers away. And I was like, यार 50 किलोमीटर से तो इतना कुछ नहीं होगा, तो हम दिल्ली जा सकते हैं. And that made me go to Delhi, obviously. So we were crossing this bridge, and as you can see, we are pointing out to these barricades. Now, अगर आपको नहीं पता, then farmers protest हुई थी एक 1.5 साल पहले, 2 साल पहले. Don't quote me on that, but these barricades are for that. Shameful, but they are still there. Let's move on. Now, as you can see, and if some of you all might have guessed, yes, we went to pre-owned riding gears in Rohini, Delhi. I did not have any footage from inside because my battery was dying, and I did not know if I'm allowed to take footage inside. Later on, I felt it was fine from the behavior. The staff was amazing, very helpful. The owner also was there. They were very intuitive. They were able to help us figure out our size. They were talking with us. We were discussing about bikes and gears and other things. So, as a customer service, I would give them 10 out of 10. In terms of general knowledge and also relatability, friendliness, I would give them a 10 out of 10, and I would 110% recommend everyone to go to the store. The gears here are very affordable, the staff is very friendly, and they know their stuff. They will be able to help you out with your size and everything else. So, all in all, about the adventure bike, we will talk about that as well because I do want to give my final reviews and if I bought the 2025 Adventure 390 or not. Now here's my review of the adventure bike by KTM. This is for the Adventure 250 of course, but the form factor is similar to the previous one. The new adventure bike is lower, I know that, so I was able to ride the Adventure 250, the older model, so new model is approachable. मेरी height around 5'10" के आसपास है, give or take some, but that shouldn't be a problem here. I was able to not flat foot the bike, but both of my feet were half reaching on either side and tiptoe if depending on how you want to take it. So if your height is about that, you can do that. Second thing, the maneuverability. The bike is very light, very front light as well, which means in traffic, if you want to ride aggressively or if you're alone or if you want to zip between gaps, you can do that. My comparison was with the Himalayan, of course, because I've ridden the Himalayan as well. And in terms of between this and the Himalayan, I prefer the KTM adventure bikes just because I'm used to lighter bikes and I prefer a lighter bike. I'm in no way, shape, or form saying the Himalayan is a bad bike. It's just heavy. I'm not used to heavy bikes and I would prefer to be in the sweet spot that I have. So that's why I prefer the KTM Adventure 390. Did I buy the bike or not? Absolutely, I booked the bike. It's coming in the next few weeks.
मेरा पड़ा हुआ है। चलो ज़ीरकपुर पहुंच गए।
बुरी हालत है।
हाँ हो गया। इट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़।
इट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़।
बट सामान अच्छा मिल गया।
हाँ।
क्या टाइम हुआ है?
9:20।
9:20। ये उनको बोलता हूँ।
जाओ।
चलो यार।
हाँ मैं ऊपर जाकर लेटता हूँ।